My children, peace be still.
Almost Christmas time. December the 1st in my book. But
December the what?
December the 1st is when Christmas time officially starts for me. That's the way I work.
That's because you're advent calendar.
Mine started about a month ago.
I've heard you've got some weekend plans.
My tree's been up since the 25th of October.
That's nice, isn't it? Seeing the players in the advert. Look, what part would you play?
Santa
Scrooge.
Claus.
Oh, look
Santa
at that.
Claus.
That's the difference in opinion.
With my white beard. But yeah, Scrooge for me, possibly. Yeah, I would. But these two would
Suits you, Santa, Alan.
That's what I'm talking.
Suits you, you know.
Hey, listen. I'm a little older than that beard is going to go grey and angry. Just wait for it coming. Somebody sent me a picture the other day and my beard was that colour and I was like, and it was 2017. So you've
It's been tough paper around for the past few years, is it?
My goodness me.
Look, let's get back to the football Sunday.
Yes.
Ellen Road, we've touched on it. After half time, really a brilliant performance.
Yeah, it was, we conceded from a mistake, and then in football, it can happen, you can make mistakes, but the most important thing is the reaction from the players, the character in the team, and then you can see it straight away. Reacted very well, and the manager as well reacted half-time straight away. He didn't hesitate to just make the subs, and Big Malan coming on, Matson as well, and make the difference. The good thing, in the first half, that Leeds play high line, played like, almost man-to-man, leaving players 2 against 2 at the back. So Oli and Morgan didn't get that, ball behind. So this is what we needed in the second half. And once Malan comes on, and that ball comes, behind, and then everyone was just delighted. You can see the first goal for us, Joe McGinn playing that ball behind to Kashi, and Malan make the difference as well. Here you go. The ball from McGinn was so important to Kashi, and then Malan does what he does, and then Morgan. It's absolutely great move in that first post as a striker, Alan, and making that, cross the defender, it makes it horrible for them. And it's a great finish from Morgan.
Great finish, but as well, because you've scored a couple of goals like this, as soon as it goes to him, he needs to be on the move.
Of course.
He needs to be on the move, and then you and I have got a chance to get in front of the defender.
It's horrible from defenders that when you're making the run just in front of them, and just little touch like he did. It's a clever touch. It's not easy, by the way. It's a clever touch from Morgan. And to be fair, he was outstanding on and off the ball. He just worked so hard. I know he had slow start and that, but after that he started to score goals, making assists, making the difference, and he was the difference on Sunday.
The goal obviously comes from the manager at half time, because Matt Cash wasn't that far forward in 45 minutes, by the way, in the first half, because it was difficult for him, and the way we were playing wasn't really allowing Kashi to maybe bomb on. So that was definitely all spoken about at half time. Different change of tactics, he made 2 changes, and that comes from the manager saying, right, okay, this is what's happening today because this is what we're facing. So that's why it was a brilliant goal. Regardless, Elmo's right, the touch from Morgan was terrific.
Let's talk about the free kick, Stillian.
Yeah.
You and I watched this a few times earlier on, and we were talking about the technique and on used to take free kicks and how to execute this almost like it's a golf shot, because you have to get it so perfect. Because Emi Buendia tried it in the first half. We've seen him do it a couple of weeks ago and execute it, but this is how you get it perfect. How do you do it?
How do you do it?
Come on, get out there and show us.
Just hit it. I mean, everything is there. I mean, the wall is there. You have to get it up and down quickly. I don't think the keeper was in the right position. It was plenty of space for him to hit it. So what he had to do is just concentrate, hit the target, and he managed to do that. But it's the technique. It's about the technique, up and down. You can see that he's focused, he's ready. You can see his foot quick, sharp.
Stan,
it's like, it's not the instep, it's not the top, it's in between.
You mentioned the goalkeeper, because Morgan didn't ever take free kicks, so he didn't expect Morgan to do the same technique as Buendia. And you can see Buendia, he scored a couple of goals like that, and then the one started already years ago is Ronaldo, that technique, Cristiano, he's so good at that, and then the players just picked it from him and start practicing it, and then you can see Buendia scored a couple of goals this season, the same technique. Morgan stepped up. I got a good story about that. I was sitting next to Tommy Jordan and Ian Tyler, and I had a bet with Tommy. I told him Morgan gonna smash that and he gonna score. He said no chance. Once he gets in, I said, oh, you gonna take me for dinner then. And to be fair, you know, it was absolutely fantastic, and everyone was talking about it after the game. You know, this is Emi Buendia's technique, but Emi wasn't on the pitch at the time. No one wants to take it. And Morgan stepped up, and this is character as well. He's still young, but he got a great personality on him, a strong personality.
I wanted to say about his personality.
Yeah, of course.
Because he had a tricky start to the season.
Yeah, if you're a star player, he was the best young player in the country last season, and you're a star player, you have to take responsibility. Stan can talk about that as well. Stan, you know, you need to take responsibility.
Of course, and it's normal for a young player.
Yeah.
It's normal. To get that consistency, you know, every game, it takes time. He was outstanding last season. It was a slow start, but not a slow start only Morgan Rogers.
Yeah,
the team all together.
Yeah.
The team all together. So it was really difficult to put the pressure in, but he kind of take the pressure on and say, I will change that.
How has he done that? How has he done that?
Well, Unai
the manager, of course.
Unai Emery talks about that.
Yeah.
I know how to fix it.
Yeah.
Every time when they're losing the game, they say, I know how to fix it. I know how to put it right. And you can see the big players, the players that have been given the chance to play, they've started performing. They started linking together. And Morgan Rogers, he's a big part of Aston Villa.
And you have to think about John McGinn and Ezri Konsa all shouting at him and reminding him, and hey, come on, you're part of the. Come on, hey, let's go. You know, you've set standards for us. We expect it from you. Come on, big man, and you know, and just remind him and be on his back all the time to say, hey, let's go. Especially McGinn in the middle of the park was shouting constantly. You don't get to hear it when you're in the thing, but all the lads are screaming at each other constantly, reminding each other, come back in, take a step back, go on. And somebody, when he's on the ball, sometimes they'll be saying, go on, Morgan, go on, drive. You know, because you don't get to hear that. But the boys will be reminding him all the time about what they expect from him. The free kick is, like you said, I think it was a bonus. Because I was like, I don't know if he scored a free kick like this. And I was saying,
it's the first time he takes a free kick.
Is that right?
It's just like confidence, you know. We're talking about earlier the season, he didn't have that confidence, and the manager played absolutely massive role on that. To keep him playing. Other managers just maybe takes him off stand, like, you know, resting him for a game or two, and then, but the manager just keep playing him.
Yeah, if you remember early games, we spoke a couple of times about Morgan Rogers. You know, the team wasn't playing well. Yeah. He didn't get the ball where he was really strong. In that final
in
turn,
the great positions,
half turn, But when the team started playing well, when he get in the right position, when he phased the goal, when he can work his magic, he looks like completely different players.
Absolutely,
but the team helps him as well.
Yeah, here you go. It's the same technique, by the way. He just, you know, he got that in the locker, but the other one against Leeds was a free kick. But here, you see, it's exactly same technique, you know, just like inside your foot, and then just the goalkeeper has absolutely no chance because the ball is moving. So the new balls as well, it just moves a lot. You know, goalkeepers keep complaining, even if Emi Martinez keep complaining about the new balls. When you hit it like that, it just keep moving. You don't know where it's going, but it's just like confidence. This is confidence. He didn't have it at the start of the season, but he have it now, and absolutely make the big difference to the team.
Do you think, start of the season, he would have taken that shot?
No chance. Yeah. But you know, everything around him, you know, the manager played a big part, and like Alan said, you need the big players, the senior players in the team, the likes of, you know, John McGinn and Martinez, you know, Konsa, Torres, all these players experience in the Premier League. They just like take responsibility on him as well, because they know he can make the difference to the team, and when he plays well, he can makes everyone around him plays well as well.
Do you think there's still more to come?
Of course, yeah.
I think there's more to come.
And he got a great thing coming up to him as well. You know, World Cup coming at the end of the season to look forward to. So he needs to perform to keep himself in that, you know, bracket with the England squad as well.
You know, in England squad, he looks even better.
Yes,
you can see everything moves so quick.
And this comes from the manager as well, Stan. I think the England manager loves him. You know, he always speaks about him highly, and he just keep him playing, starting. You know, and they keep other players on the bench, the likes of Bellingham and.
That could be a World Cup headache.
Of course,
in a good way.
Yeah,
absolutely. And there's still players to come back that have been injured, etc. But right now, I think he's got the shirt. and I think he's proved to everybody just how good that Morgan Rogers is and is going to be. And listen, it could be a very exciting summer for him, but let's just relax a bit. We're not at Christmas yet. We've got a big game tonight.
Let's talk about the team then. Look, Morgan Rogers has grown in confidence, but so is the team. No wins in the first 6, 9 wins out of 11 matches now. That run started against Bologna here at home. We did that game.
Yep.
And then the win at Spurs away felt crucial, didn't it? And we talked about Buendia and that goal. It just felt like a real turning point.
Of course, listen, you need turning points. You need a little moments that can change the direction of your season. And after the difficult start,
Stan, talk about that pass, because this is one of the you're
talking about the clearance.
No, yeah, the clearance. Yeah.
No, it's incredible.
Yeah.
But Matty Cash, you've seen in couple games. He's been trying that. He's trying to do that switch and that little ping. But it's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. If anybody else have done that, they'll be raining about it. Because he's a right back.
It is,
But he was just exceptional. And it's something that you need moments like that. You need a magical and something special. And that's what exactly happened.
And to be fair, in my opinion, is one of the best goals scored in the Premier League this season, because it's a team goal. We talk about Cash's ball, but Dean is putting that ball down like Zidane in his prime, and Buendia just stepped and just curled that. And it's just everyone was talking about everything about the goal was perfect. And to be fair, when the players posted in the social media, Stan mentioned it now, and then Cash was posting it in his social media, and Buendia said it's a great clearance.
I'd be very happy if I cleared the ball like that. That is a wonderful goal, wonderful move. If Matty Cash didn't get enough credit for that wonderful pass, his goal. Do you guys want an umbrella, by the way?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Enjoying the rain, it's nice.
Right.
It's rain, but it's not cold, which is nice.
The Man City game, Matty Cash's goal there.
Yeah.
That was one you'd be proud of, any of you.
Well, and again, it's Man City are coming here thinking. I mean, we did them last year as well, if you remember.
Yeah.
But Cash's first touch was brilliant there, and then the finish was absolutely unbelievable. And remember, that's with his left peg. That pass he made was with his right foot. So absolutely brilliant. Gives us the old golf swing afterwards, right in the corner, and that was a brilliant performance that day as well. But that's again, fullback. I think we spoke about this before, and I was talking about PSG winning the Champions League last year. PSG came here, they were winning 2-0, and both their fullbacks had scored goals. That's what it's like in modern day football. You have to be, when we have the ball, you have to be part of that attacking system. And Cashy was brilliant at that, and he's continued to do that, and that's why he got us the win in that particular goal against Man City. He's been really good this season as well, Cashy, and deserves a contract as well.
I'm not sure if Morgan Rogers would be happy Matty Cash having more goals than him.
We're talking about Cash. Alan is absolutely right. He's having a great season, and he got that in the locker. Shooting from outside the box earlier this season. You can see away at Sunderland, he scored one of the good goals as well. So against Man City, we used the set pieces, was absolutely outstanding. Fair play to our set pieces coach, Aston. He works so hard with the players back in the training ground. We just like to come on and play against one of the best team in the country and just score one goal like that. It was absolutely outstanding.
And last time out here at Villa Park, 4-0 thumping of Bournemouth. Enjoyed watching that one. That was just a sensational team performance, and I think that probably was a really good indicator of how far the team's come since that first month of the season.
Yeah, that was the moment that actually, starting difficult season, gaining the momentum and finding that game that where every team had to go for you. The performance, all the players, the link-up play, the goals, the movement, everything was there. And sometime, and this is what we talked about Morgan Rogers' goal, but Buendia, he was perfect. Again, he's another player who's been given a chance and he's taken it. He don't want to let it go. But Onana, this Elmo talked about players taking responsibility, having confidence now, taking shots from outside the box. And Onana, we've seen him done it before, and it come again from Morgan Rogers. Great skill in the right area, provides it, and Onana. Very good goal.
It was a great performance. You talk about set pieces. We scored the 3 set pieces in that game. It's so important in modern football now. I was speaking to Aston, and then talking about that long throws coming back to the game now. He's saying 85% of the teams in the Premier League using that long throw in. So set pieces is so important in modern football now.
And
How do you used to deal with the long throws?
I used to win the headers and we used to score all the time.
Big man with a big head.
I tell you what was the hardest thing, when we had to go back and defend them to make sure that nobody got
As a striker going back to defend them.
and then try and get in front of him and make sure nobody got in front of you.
Well,
to come across you and then try and flick it over.
We haven't talked too much defensively. We've been waxing lyrical about us going forward, which has been lovely. But Emi Martinez looks like he's getting back to his best, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, there's been 5 clean sheets in the last 11 matches. A brilliant save late on against Leeds as well.
Brilliant saves. There's been parts of the game where he hasn't an awful lot to do, and the next thing he makes an unbelievable save. I mean,
Penalty.
that one, and the penalty save, of course, as well.
Alan was a turning point at that game.
It was.
You
You're
remember it?
spot on, Elmo. You're absolutely right, because that was the chance for them to go. And Semedo's penalty wasn't that bad actually, but the save was fantastic. He has a save. Was that against Bournemouth again? Or
Yeah, it was against Bournemouth.
against Bournemouth. You know the one I mean.
This is the one you mean, Alan.
That's the one.
As it's
And I was
looping over him.
And
Yeah.
I was thinking, I can't believe it. I can't believe they've got lucky.
You think you could have catch it?
He should- I
mean, he's not Superman.
This is the mentality of the captain, you know. He would have just gone to him and say, just catch it, you know.
But to be fair, if you watch them, they talk about goalkeepers moving their feet really quickly, because that's the only way you can get yourself back into position. But it was absolutely first class. It really was. The biggest problem with this game, genuinely, and I know we're going to talk defensive, we're talking defensively, was we scored 4 goals against Bournemouth, and then we had 2 weeks before we play again, because it went into an international break.
Yeah.
And that was one of the problems. You think, oh God, and then we've got a visit to Leeds United and we've managed to put them away. But defensively, I've got to say, do I blame him? I don't want to say I blame him for the goal. He got in a position where he just didn't want to be against Leeds United. But apart from that, it would be impossible to point the finger at Emi Martinez, because he has been, as usual, so important. Like Elmo said, big saves, big moments in the game.
Yeah, he's crucial to this side, isn't he? The way
Game
he commands
changer.
from the back.
Game changer. I think Emi Martinez wins between 15 and 20 points a season.
Yes.
This is a lot of points for a goalkeeper. That's a huge
One of the most
difference.
important goalkeepers, not just in the Premier League or in Europe, in the world. I mean, where would you put him?
He's the best in the world.
You think he's best in the world?
Yeah, I think he's the best in the world. I think he's got everything. He's got the calmness, good shot stopper, great on long balls. He can read the game, good with his feet. I mean, I think he's one of those characters that he don't care about mistakes. You know, he knows the mistakes happen, but he takes risks. He's ready. He reads the situation. I mean, Maccabi Tel Aviv, that save when you read the situation.
It was
He was already down.
It was nil at the time, you know. So big moments,
saves,
big moments.
game changer. When you have a goalkeepers like this,
say, what's
I've
it like?
played with some keepers that never been a game changer. So. Listen, he's a game changer.
To have that presence behind you, it must give you so much confidence.
Of course, and don't forget as well, you know, he have 2 great centre halves in front of him. You know, Konsa, for me, one of the best centre halves in the Premier League at the moment, and he's a regular for England now as well. He play every game for England. So Pau Torres is a Rolls Royce. You know, you can see the difference he makes to the team. So, but our back four protect him a lot. But we're talking about big moments in the game. He saves a lot of points, like Stan said, and this is what you need to be successful. You need a goalkeeper.
I remember years ago, Sir Alex Ferguson, the famous Sir Alex Ferguson, one of the best, had said you win nothing unless you have a world-class goalkeeper. And we have a world-class goalkeeper, and that's why we're optimistic about where this team might just finish up, genuinely. And they talk about goalkeepers being able to play the ball with their feet, good control. I want my goalkeeper to make big saves, be really good with his hands, and not make too many mistakes. And I'll forgive him everything else. That's why Emi Martinez
This is
so
when he said
important to the team.
attackers wins you games and defenders, goalkeepers wins you trophies.
Absolutely, that's exactly what he said, Bud, you're right.
Okay, brilliant. Well, let's hear from the Villa camp, as Unai Emery, and you just mentioned him, Pau Torres, were on media duties at Bodymore Heath yesterday.
First of all, he's now very motivated, and he's playing like he's training, and everything he's achieving now, we can see it before in the training session. And his rhythm, his wishes, his body language is helping the team in the structure we have tactically to do our task he's doing. And then his qualities help him to score goal, to more than assist. But how he's threatening the opponent behind with his qualities, his speed is very important for us. And of course, he's clinical when he can have chances to score to do it.
Yeah, some nice words about Donny Marlin from Unai Emery. Is it difficult, I suppose, as a manager? You've got, as we talked about, Ollie Watkins as well, but he's being asked about Marlin. As a player, then, do you go away and listen to that? And is it difficult for Ollie Watkins, or are you just like, well, he's been asked the question, he's got to answer it?
Yeah, you think you just take your cap off. The gaffer's got to answer the question and know your position in the team, because there's opposition for places now. It's as simple as that. Ollie Watkins is an England international. He's an unbelievable good football player. He worked his tail off every time he plays for Aston Villa, and sometimes you're going to score and sometimes you're going to be a team player, and at the moment in time it's just not falling for Ollie. It's just not falling for him. And everybody else, he might think everybody else is getting a break or they're being luckier than he is. He's got to keep working hard, keep your head down, and the ball's going to bobble to him hopefully tonight, and he'll stick it right in the corner and he'll score 5 in a row, and nobody will be worried about Ollie Watkins again. Certainly not Ollie Watkins.
Elmo may correct me if I'm wrong, but Unai Emery, you know him better, but Unai Emery struck me as a guy who's realistic. Big manager, they praise you when they have to praise you, when they tell you off when they have to tell you off. But when you are winning and when you want so many things, you have to take the way he is. And if he thinks Donny Marlin will win more games being in the team, he will play.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the way Unai Emery is. He don't mess around. If you're not doing well, if you're not doing what I'm asking you to do, he's the next one. And if he's doing well, he get my praises.
Yeah, there's not much room in a horrible. I don't mean this in a nice way, but not much room for sentiment.
Yeah, of course, yeah, he spoke about Oli. The good thing about Oli, he just works his socks off, he just works so hard for the team. Even if he doesn't score, it's just so important to the team, to the players around him. And I think the manager is doing like he did with Morgan. We spoke about Morgan. He's not having a good time. The manager keeps playing him. But Oli, the good thing about Oli is he works his socks off. If he doesn't score, he just helps the team as well. And the Mellon thing, I think for me, the manager think Mellon is better comes off the bench, changing the game. And
Impact.
this is what, of course, doing the impact. This is what that's why he's the manager. He knows the players. He's with the players every day at the training ground, and he knows them very well. He just got to analyze the players, and he knows who's gonna start, who's gonna come from the bench, make an impact. And this is why he's the manager.
I suppose as well you need to be realistic as a player now, because it's the modern day game with 5 substitutes, etc.
Yeah.
It makes things that little bit different. So you have to realise that you may not start, but you're definitely going to play a part in the game at some point, because that's just the way modern day is, and you need to take that on your shoulders and don't have a chip in your shoulder too much if the manager says, listen, you're not playing today, and then but he brings you on and you play a big part of the game. That's just how it is now.
Okay, well, go on.
Probably
one more
different.
point.
We play football,
I want to play.
You want to be a
Yeah, of
starter.
course. I
want to
Let the other
start.
ones change the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to start. Yeah.
You saw Pau Torres was sat alongside Unai Emery there. Let's get his thoughts as well ahead of this one.
For us, it's important to win every game. If we at the end of this phase we finish in the top 8, will be fine for us. And if we have to play another round, we will play. But we want to focus each game and win each game. So if we can get it, we will be in the top 8.
Yeah, the importance of making the top 8. Just want to get that job done, don't we?
Yeah, you did that, last year in the Champions League, which were outstanding teams there, So I think we are the favourite. Everyone make Aston Villa a favourite in this competition because of the manager, the experience, and he, like we said, he holds the record. So yeah, it's so important to get the win today. It gives you more caution, because I'm telling you now, that game against Basel won't be easy. That game against Fenerbahce away won't be easy. The atmosphere there is absolutely electric. So we need to get the job done tonight to make us, more easy, and then just keep the momentum of winning football games.
It gives you that extra 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're in the top 8, it gives you that extra. If you have injuries, suspension, you can just get away and just close everything down, just get them ready.
And as everyone makes you a favour, you have to make statements. Any games, you have to win it every single game.
Look, let's see the team news. There are 7 changes tonight for Aston Villa from the Leeds game at the weekend. And here is the team. You guys were trying to predict it. You can see Lindelof has come in, Onana, Bogard, Gesand, all coming into the starting 11 in amongst 7 changes this evening. What's your reaction to that news? Alan Tillemans
Well,
as well.
I'm glad it
starting
wasn't
captain.
10 changes that Man City made last night, because even Pep Guardiola said it was too many. I'm presuming it'll be Lindelof. I never didn't got to say, is it Lindelof,
Yeah,
playing
Lindelof,
in the
yeah.
middle? You're playing in the middle rather than at fullback. I'm trying to see who was at right fullback there. I didn't actually get
Can
to
we see
it.
that again? Can we have a look at that team news again
Because
for
he has
everyone at
played
home
Lindelof at
as well?
fullback
Just a
as well.
reminder.
Can
I
you
know
move,
Ezra Konsa's in
can
it.
you move the screen closer?
Yeah, can you move it?
Alan just needs his glasses.
I can see it. Okay. Listen,
it's coming back. I promise.
I think, like Elmo quite rightly said before, I think the manager's prepared to rotate tonight and make a few changes. So it'll be Torres and Lindelof presumably at the back. I tell you, Bogard might play the back, and he might play Lindelof at right back. So a chance for, Morgan Rogers still on, but Mogard's done brilliant. Amadou, Onana in the middle of the park. Maatson quite rarely gets his chance with Jadon Sancho in front of him. So listen, there's still good players there. That's Carrie's goal threat with me. Kaz a goal threat. Gasson was bought to make sure he goes forward. Morgan Rogers, Onana, Maatson will bump down the left-hand side. Malin gets his opportunity. But I must admit, 7 changes. I thought he might make 5, but nevertheless, we have a very strong squad. So he has to make sure that everybody has their opportunity, and that's what they've got tonight.
It is a lot of changes, but then, there's only 2 full days, 3 days, until Wolves on Sunday, so got to rotate.
Yeah, we said earlier about how many games are coming up. You have to balance your team. You have to keep your team fresh as well. As you say, home game with Villa having a great record here, it should not be a problem. Those players will have the opportunity to go and show the manager that they can be as starters. I'm looking forward to see Sancho tonight. Just taking that ball and just doing what he does best.
He has
just
to do a
going
little
past
bit more.
people.
I think he has to do a bit more.
But he works very well with Maatson,
Yes.
They had that relationship, from back with the Dortmund, coming here. Well, they played so good together. But we're talking about changes, the good thing, the manager kept the spine of the team, Martinez playing, Torres playing, Tillemans playing, and Morgan as well, which is important. Yes,
The spine of
the team, which is important. He always does that. So the players getting the chance today. It's a good chance for them. European night. It's a lovely evening here. Against Young Boys. You have to show now. You have to show your character. You have to show how good you are. You just show the manager, prove the manager wrong. You are sitting on the bench from other games. So this is the good thing about playing in different competition stand.
Yeah, of course. Listen, the European football is completely different than the Premier League. It's completely different. Teams will come here. They'll be tactically prepared. They'll be technically gifted. They're coming to Villa Park. It's a great atmosphere, and you have to perform. I mean, few of the players, coming in tonight, Sancho, Gassan, they haven't played that much, but now they've got the opportunity to go and make the difference. Show the manager that I can be the one. I can be the one when the next moment comes.
Yeah, prove the manager wrong. Yeah, prove the manager wrong.
That was the best as a player.
Yeah, as a player, he's sitting in the bench, and then you get the opportunity playing different competition. Just show the manager, prove him wrong. Yeah, you can start. You are available to start in any game. And the fans as well. Show everyone how good you are and how good you play for this football club.
The table's tight.
Yes.
Even though we said Young Boys are much further down than Villa, so it could all change tonight. How do you expect Young Boys to approach this one?
I think they'll be cagey. I think they'll try and wait and play on the attack like a lot of teams do when they come here to Villa Park. I don't think they'll be gung-ho in any certain manner. They're missing a couple of important players. The boy Colley's a good player for them, and I think he got injured and can't play in the middle of the park. But I see them, if they can get on the plane tomorrow or tonight with a point, I think they'll be absolutely delighted. I think they're coming here sitting ducks for us to turn them over tonight. I really do. But I don't think they'll be anyway playing.
I don't think Stan's having that.
Three up
It's a
top.
point. It is not for a point.
Sitting ducks, I said. But I don't see them coming out and really pressing us. I really don't. I think they'll be quite happy to get to half-time 0-0 and then maybe take an opportunity if it comes to them. But I think we'll have plenty of the ball tonight, and I expect us to win by a couple of goals.
Might they be hard to break down in that case?
Yeah, but Elmo touched a few times about it. Teams do come and sit back against Aston Villa because the way Aston Villa is set up and the way they play, the soon they break that high press, they're so dangerous. And now with Malin and Gassan and Sancho, you've got pace.
Yeah.
So the teams will come, they'll wait for their moments and they'll try to get the best out of the game. I think, as I said, Villa have to be proactive. They have to go for it and they have to make sure that they give a comfortable advantage, and it could be a nasty night for Young Boys.
Yeah, let's hope we score first and put them on the back foot, because obviously that might be the one that just changes the game for us. We don't want to be conceding and giving in any opportunities, but I can see us winning by a couple of goals tonight, Elmo.
I think so, yeah. But we're talking about, teams coming sitting back. You have to do three things, and you have to do it absolutely properly. You move the ball quick first of all, and then shooting from outside the box and crosses. Just crosses, do early crosses behind the defense, and just turn them over. And Morgan is going to be so important today, because it's going to be tight. He's the one that makes open the defense for everyone. So it's very important to just get the ball quickly to Morgan, as all the managers say. Just get the ball to your best players as quick as you can.
Actually, Young Boys have failed to win on any of their 6 European visits to England, and they've conceded the most of any side in the UEFA Europa League this season. They've conceded 10. It's quite a surprising stat.
Well, we did say, I think you mentioned very briefly that they haven't done well away from home, and I think that just shows you how fragile they are. And if we can take advantage of any mistakes, and I think Elmo's quite right, I think getting the ball into the box and testing the goalkeeper as often as we can will just make them a little bit even more wary than what they probably are at the moment. But certainly in terms of creating chances, I expect us to create more chances, and therefore with a bit of luck on our side, then we'll win the match. It's a big game for us tonight in terms of taking the momentum we have
in such a busy period.
Europe, in a really busy period. I think, did I say 6 games in 17 days against some really good opposition. So we win tonight, consolidate a position in that Europa League, hopefully get a good result against Wolves at the weekend, and then they can just take a breath. But the next 2 games are huge. They genuinely are, for the whole squad and for the club.
What do you mean take a breath? There's Brighton on Wednesday.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
For 2 days,
listen,
take a breath.
You've got Monday and Tuesday to take a breath, and then we'll go again.
Let's have some predictions then, Elmo. What do you reckon?
I am going 4-0 Aston Villa. Morgan, Malan, Maatsen and Tielemans.
I'm going 6-0 Aston Villa.
Are you being serious?
Morgan Roger hat-trick.
Oh, go on.
Top that, big man.
I'm going 3-1.
No, I don't think we're going to concede today, Alan.
Well, I'm hoping we don't concede naturally. With the changes, you just never know. They'll have it. Listen, you never have the ball for 90 minutes. There'll be a spell in the game where they'll have a couple of opportunities, and with a bit of luck, they won't take it. But I'm just going on the conservative side. I'm going to say 3-1, but the main thing is I expect us to win by a couple of goals and take the 3 points, more important.
Just a small word about the 5:45 kickoff. Will they find that a bit strange to play?
5:45?
It's the rules, of the UEFA. You have to play one game at least in the group stage at home at that time. So, which is okay. Everyone wants to be 8 o'clock, but it's the rules, and you have to follow the rules.
Will the players find that any different?
I never followed the rules, so don't ask me.
Yeah. You'd be just turning up at 8 o'clock and be like, what's going on?
He was the captain, so the captain followed the rules. So.
Listen, if he'd been captain tonight, he wouldn't have come out to the second half anyway to say, I don't come out till 7 o'clock.
But it won't affect them?
No, I don't think so. No, the lads will be willing. Listen, I think they're playing a few 5:45s away from home as well as home.
In the Premier League as well. You can play 5:30, so it's normal time for the players.
Exactly. So I don't think they'll be too bothered about it.
Okay, fab guys, thanks so much for your pre-match thoughts. We will hopefully be stood here with you post-match with some good news as well. And you can listen to live audio commentary of this evening's games on Villa TV as Mark Regan and Tony Daly talk you through all the action there on air from 5:30, kick off at 5:45, and we will see you later.